One of the most common questions I get as a realtor is, how much is the down payment going to be? And that's second only to how much are they asking for their house. Understanding the down payment and the related cost of buying a home, that's what today's topic is about, and that video is coming right up. Hey, welcome. I'm glad you're back. If this is your first time visiting, my name is Andy Elliott. I work with DeSelms Real Estate here in Williamson County, Tennessee, and we serve the Nashville area. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified of new videos as they come along. Now let's talk about down payments. Well, let me start this way. The down payment is not the only expense that goes into buying a home. The purpose and the intent of this video is to give you a good idea, a starting point of what you may be getting into financially when you do buy a place. Remember, I am not a lender, but this video may make you comfortable enough with the terminology that you'll start a conversation with one. Later on in the video, I'm going to share the importance of a lender relationship, so consider hanging out to the end for that. There's a lot of different loan types out there. I'm going to mention just three and focus on two. There's an FHA loan, a VA loan, and there's also a conventional loan. The FHA and the VA loan are government-backed loans, which means they may be a little bit easier to qualify for. And the conventional loan follows government guidelines, but it's not government-backed. All that being said, the down payment calculation is really the same for all of them. So let's do that. We're going to start with one of the more common loan types. That's an FHA loan with 3.5% minimum down. And we're going to use a $300,000 house to do the math. So $300,000 times 3.5%, that's $10,500 for your down payment. You can also do more down payment, 5%, 10%. If it's 5% down, same math, $15,000. 10% down, $30,000. Again, easy math. You can also change the length of the loan type. Just be aware that's going to change your interest rate. There is one drawback to an FHA loan, and that's called PMI. Private mortgage insurance. Private mortgage insurance is applied to any loan where the down payment is less than 20%. And it can run anywhere from 0.5 point to 1.75 points of the loan value, and that's upfront and annually for the life of the loan. Just remember that this is added right onto the mortgage payment. Down the road, when the time is right, you can refi your loan and get rid of that. The math on calculating your down payment is easy. Figuring out your interest rate is a little more complicated. I'm not going to go into detail, but here's a few things that are considered by your lender. Your credit score, number one, which scares most people to death if they don't know what it is, and I understand that. Number two is the debt to income ratio, and all that means is after you've paid your bills, do you have enough money to pay a mortgage? That's it. Third, and not last, is timeliness on your bills. Do you pay your bills on time? Those are just a few of the things that a lender is going to check to see what your credit worthiness is like. Just understand that's coming. I want you to be ready for that. As I said at the very beginning of the video, your down payment is not the only expense to buying a home. As I see it, there's really three different categories. One is the down payment. We've covered that. Closing costs, we're going to cover that. And third is moving expenses. Moving expenses, simply put, is all the dollars you spend moving you from your old place to your new place. And that can include U-Haul trucks, to painting a wall in the new place, to building a fence for the pup in the backyard. Moving expenses. Number two is going to be closing costs. Closing costs are those fees that you pay to facilitate the close of the loan. And they can include lender's fees, some title expenses, certainly hazard insurance, and taxes. Usually closing costs are about 2% of the loan value. So in this case, let's use our $300,000 loan for an example. 3.5% was our down amount, so that was $10,500. 2% of that same $300,000 is $6,000. So now you got $16,500 out of pocket that it costs you to close that loan, but don't panic. These days, lenders can help you with closing costs. It's the way they do that because interest rates are so low. They'll lift your interest rate by just a little bit, and that creates a thing called a yield. And then they can cover the closing costs for you. This one idea can save you thousands of dollars out of pocket. And frankly, that's what I did. It's an excellent idea. at least talk to your lender about it and see if it's a possibility for you. So here's the bottom line. Now that you have some idea of what the costs are and what they're called, you can talk to a lender and not feel quite so blindsided. And if you can, find somebody that you trust or somebody that somebody else trusts and they've had a good experience with. Finally, I want to say this is general information. I am not a lender, and there may be a ton of loan products out there that are much better suited for you, but maybe this video has helped you get kick-started. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you find it helpful. I know I enjoy making videos just like this. It was fun. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified of videos as they're coming along. Leave a comment, give me a like, will you? Talk to you soon.